is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To Mixon on the check down. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll set up a throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Detroit. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll drop the throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Mayfield on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, 68 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go!
Back to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Here we go. Here we go now. Green 30.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Back to throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. Able to slither by. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Leopard! Detroit!
Now a play fake here on first down. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 11 yards back on the scramble as it brings up second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep here for Bryant. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Body Calhoun. to the 21-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Will tie his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin.
Here we go. 3-19.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. He'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They'll set up to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mayfield to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Johnson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big. Fourth down, Mayfield. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And
he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Lucky 56.
He'll get it up the middle. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They go play action. Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on, and now it's blocked. This is going the other way. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spent a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
All right, here we go.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Back to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Gun. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it. From 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They go with Chubb on second down. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Mayfield trying to lay one up deep. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he fields it cleanly. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will get them one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Cleveland. 43 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Mayfield showing why he was the #1 overall pick. He's got the Browns on the move. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And his kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Bengals getting set to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Looking to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's a gain of 7, and just like that, it's 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver. And
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over the 30-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A very solid gain of 27. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A run for Nick Chubb. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Mayfield on play action. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. 2nd down, Mayfield. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Will Tye, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field.
Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll drop to throw. Going up top. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
No. Check. Patriot.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On third down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. It's a first down and more for Gordon. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, you know, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To Mixon on the check down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, boy!
They'll look to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
3-19! 3-19!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A very solid gain of 27. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
To throw, Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the carry, it's Chubb. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He'll look to throw. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Gun! All right, now, look at this.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to get this thing back Excellent field position. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season.
And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Stopped short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
No, check. Patriot.
Mayfield looks to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, we got 4. Watch you now, Barney.
Chubb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Mayfield now. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but, boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. A try here for the extra point. No problem there on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. and never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows, you may meet up